What is going on, everybody? Ziv, also known as Finance After 40 here. Today I'm going over Nike stock, ticker symbol NKE. I love Nike, long-term forever stock. We're gonna find the fair value according to the Buffett model. We're gonna find the exact price that we will be a buyer. Go over some Nike financials, and let me tell you, I am super bullish, but doesn't matter what I think. I want to see what the numbers are saying. Everything that I own, just FYI, clothes, bags, socks, whatever that you think has the Nike logo on it, and that's their brand forever name. With that being said, let's get started and find the fair value of Nike stock. Let's go. LeBron 18, Nike Air Force 1, Nike Air Zoom. Let's do it. So this is Yahoo Finance summary page. Nike is what we're doing today. Ticker symbol NKE, 136 today. That's the price. Market cap 200 billion, 215. Paying a little dividend of 0.8%, which is fine, but you know, it is what it is. You're not holding Nike for the dividend. You're holding Nike because it's Nike. Now this price, I am an idiot. I gotta tell you, I'm an idiot. $60 was when I think in the middle of March last year. $60. I would be happy to throw a couple of $1,000 at $60 at Nike. Doesn't mean I won't throw a couple of $1,000 at 136, but it was $60 and went to almost 150. Took a little breather, almost 10% from all-time high with this correction that we're having in the last couple of days. You have a stock, like a giant forever stock, such as Nike, for example, and they're expecting to grow by 20% a year. Be happy. Don't think that everyone will do 10x. That's not reality. 2020 was an exception for the reality. Reality, if you make 10% a year, you should be happy. And if they're projecting to make 20% and go to 130, 163, according to Yahoo or according to Nike, I don't know who's making this number, but not according to my formula. We're gonna find that 163 is a great number. 163 is a great number. Either way, in order to find the fair value of Nike stock, I need to put a couple of items in the Excel. Item number one is this one, earning per share trailing 12 months 177. So I'm gonna put this in the Excel. Second item is this one, next 5 year per annual. Look at this growth, 34% growth for Nike, for $200 billion market cap company. They also got an upgrade a couple of days ago, HSBC, hold, move to buy. Yeah, Nike is a buy. And let's look at the 32 analysts, price today 136, lowest one says 110, highest one says 185. I want to see what my formula says. Either way, 34% growth in the next 5 year per annual. If you follow me for a while, you know that anything over 20% in my book is super impressive. And I love Nike. You know, you can comment below, are you wearing Nike or are you wearing Under Armour, Adidas, Puma, whatever the case. There's no competition. There's nothing that there is competition, but there's nothing that comes even close to the Nike brand. And you buy Nike today, you buy Nike 20 years from now, it's gonna go up. It's that simple. That doesn't matter when you buy. Ideally, you buy at $60, but we can't all predict the future. So we didn't buy at $60. I don't think we will ever have a chance to buy Nike at $60, but if there's a correction, completely correction, be happy to buy, I don't know, below 100. But I don't know. Let's move on. Either way, I need this number 34% in the Excel, so let's do that. This is my Excel, guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you're new to my channel, I made this Excel how to value a stock like Warren Buffett from the book The Intelligent Investor, that you can read 600 pages by yourself and make this calculation, or just grab a copy of this Excel in the description of this video down below. And basically you can find any fair value of any stock as long as you have earning per share positive, which we found 177, and the growth 34%, as long as this positive as well. you can calculate the fair value of Nike stock. In order to do this, we just need to find Nike bond yield, which we will do after we will find Nike, after we will go over Nike financial statement, which I'm gonna do right now. So I'm in the financial tab of Nike stock. Let's start with the income statement. You can read financial statements for beginner, pretty simple, with a couple of Buffett ratios that I'm gonna show you right now. First glance, I just want to see that total revenue is growing, and I see 38 billion, 37, 39, 36. Doesn't move a lot. They're super mature company, but I was very surprised to see 34% growth in the next 5 years, and 20% earning per share extra, not earning per share, and 20% price tag extra from the Yahoo summary page. That's growing company. I don't follow them on a daily basis. Comment below, did they purchase any company or they're doing anything special to justify 34% growth in the next 5 years? And don't get me wrong, I love Nike. I just don't understand what happened that justify 34% growth for a company with 200 billion market cap. So feel free to share your opinion if you are a Nike holder. But let's do some Buffett ratios to see what we got. And look at this ratio number one. I got a gross profit of 42%, 42.9, 43%. And according to the Buffett ratio, anything over 40% is ideal. Not over, like 40% is ideal. This is 43%. This is like more than ideal. So they're making a gross profit of 43%. What does that mean? The gross, not the net. The gross, they sell a shoe for $100, which I'm sure I know for a fact because I bought shoes that it's more than $100. But for the example, they sell a shoe for $100, they get back $143 gross. Let's see how much they keep from that extra $43, which is the net ratio. So that's a great number. Nike has a net ratio of 7.4%, 7%. So for every $100 shoe that they sell, even though it's like $250, and probably now a lot more, like $350, $380. I saw a couple of those. Let's say they sell a shoe for $100. They get to keep net after all the expenses and everything, $7.38 for every $100 shoe that they sell, just for the example. Now multiply that by $38 billion in revenue, selling shoes, bags, whatever the case, socks, anything and everything for that matter, and you got yourself forever stock. You got yourself a forever stock basically, and Nike is a forever stock. That's all it is. It's not gonna do 10, but probably 200 billion. They will be $1 trillion. I don't know about trillion, but at least $500 billion company in the decades to come. 10, 20 years, probably 10 years. 10 years from now, they should sit at 400 or 500 billion market cap, give or take. Just my opinion. Let's move on. This is a great number. This is a great number. That's like after all the marketing, and I'm in the balance sheet, and again, just at the glance, reading financials is not scary. Just at the glance, total assets, I want to see that their assets are growing, and they got 23 billion, 22 billion, 23 billion, nothing happened, and all of a sudden 2020 everyone are stuck at home, jump from 23 billion to 31 billion. Why? Because if you're home and you're gonna buy a clothing, a shoe or something, you're gonna go to the Nike website and you're gonna buy Nike shoes, or from Amazon, even though there's a lot of third-party sellers. You go to the Nike website, you buy a shoe. You don't go to other competitors and buy shoes. You just don't do that. If you're wearing a sport shoes, it's Nike. It's in your mind, it's Nike. It's just do it. Just do it. That's all it is. Let's see how long can they pay their long-term debt for the Buffett ratio for that as well. Nike will pay their long-term debt in 4 years and 35, let's say a quarter, 4 years and a quarter and 3 months, give or take. And that's good because the Buffett ratio says that the number should be 4 years and below. So if a company can pay their long-term debt in 4 years and under, great company long-term in the Buffett ratio. I'll give them that extra 3 months just sideways because of Corona and all that stuff. Overall, pretty good. Gotta understand, Nike is spending insane amount of money on marketing and on acquiring giant superstar names. That's their key. And even after all of that, they make 7% net, and they can pay their long-term debt. That is probably all those giant contracts and marketing in 4 years and a quarter. That's massive. That's massive number in my book. Let's move on. Over the cash flow, I'm gonna show you this beautiful number. Look at this. In the last 12 months, no issue of debt, no repayment of debt. That's fine. But look at this. Repurchase of capital stock, $1.1 billion. And the cash flow went from 1.4 billion to 3.6 billion. They added another $1.1 billion capital issue of buyback. They did a buyback of over $1 billion, which is, yes, they did 3 billion in here and 4 billion in here, but 1.1 billion, pretty awesome. No debt, no nothing in here. I like that number very much. Why? Because they thought the stock is cheap at 100, at 80, at 60 or something like that. And with all the online sales, people are buying Nike shoes online in Nike store, Nike.com. Their cash flow jumped from 1.4 billion to 3.6. Overall, Nike's financials, in my opinion, are super good, and this is a forever stock. I wish I would bought at 60, but you can get your time back. And 147, it's below 130, 147 now. All we have to find is the fair value of Nike stock, but this stock will go up forever. That's all it is. It just depends how much you're paying for the shares, and I assume it will go over the all-time high, hopefully this year, just once the market goes back to normal, which is up. Stocks go up. So let's find the fair value of Nike stock. So back in the Excel, guys, I found the corporate bond of Nike 3.375, and once I click enter, I'm gonna find the fair value of Nike stock. Before I do that, let's do a quick introduction. My name is Ziv, also known as Finance After 40, and while I'm new to YouTube, got about 20,000 community members following me on TikTok. We got a lot of great stuff in the description below that you can go check it out for your wealth. Invest in crypto, invest in stocks, invest in real estate. Most importantly, invest in yourself. So go check the links in the description of this video. I'm sure you will love each and every one of them. Go check it out, as well as grab a copy of this Excel so you can find the fair value of each and every stock that you would like to find. That being said, let's find the fair value of Nike stock. So $178. Okay, 177.9. This is the fair value of Nike stock according to the fair value formula that was found in the book The Intelligent Investor. Nike right now at 136, it's worth almost 180, and ideally the price that we will be a buyer to give yourself like a 33% buffer is 119, 120, let's say, which is about 10-12% from here. It's this was the price. They were 120 before earnings, and from earnings they went from like 120 to like 145. So this was the price 3 months ago. A year ago it was 60 bucks. Nike stock is worth about 180 bucks, a lot better than 136 value that we are today. And if you gain any sort of value from my channel, guys, and from this, only if you gain value, then subscribe to my channel. Just do it. There you go. Just do it. Subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment below which stock would you like me to do next. I hope this was very valuable. Just do it and hit the bell, hit the like, all that good stuff. Thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Yeah.